as we watch those numbers. I feel like we've been saying this for some time, but it's true. The numbers are still trickling in. Currently, we're way past the 50% mark. That means more than 8 million votes have been tallied, and still the ANC is firmly in that 40% region, far from the 50% that the party was adamant, perhaps even confident that they'll be able to get. So far, this election has been characterized, I think, by just two main things. One is the ANC's electoral misfortune. I think few people would have been able to, I suppose, place the party where it currently stands, which is a far distance from that crucial 50% mark. The other important story, I suppose, around this election is certainly around the performance of the Umkhonto weSizwe party nationally. MK is currently in the top 3 best performing provinces, and parties, and I think I need to obviously underscore this with saying that we still have approximately half of the votes that are yet to be tallied. It's also important, I suppose, to understand where these votes might be. We know that South Africans typically vote differently depending on where they are. Often we hear people speak about a rural vote and an urban vote. Most of the metros, for example, are yet to be accounted for. That's in places like Gauteng, obviously. We know that it's Johannesburg, Ekurhuleni, Pretoria, Tshwane, in eThekwini as well. Some of those votes largely still outstanding. The big question, Nelson Mandela Bay in the Eastern Cape, the big question is around whether or not once those votes are in, whether the picture will begin to change. However, the CSIR are among a few bodies that have come out to already place their own predictions. And essentially, what the CSIR has said to us is that the picture on your screen is unlikely to change drastically. The only major change, I suppose, would be on the MK party, which is set to possibly finish at around 14%. It's currently on 11.3%. The DA will certainly stay in the 20s, and the ANC, we're told, not even going to be able to touch 45%. No matter what happens, we can, I think, speak with a fair amount of certainty, barring massive surprises and shocks. We are likely to see an incredibly different political landscape on the other side of this election. For the first time in the country's history, many people are telling us we won't have a party that has any kind of dominance in the political spectrum, and will therefore need to make some kind of partnership with any of the other parties. The question, of course, becomes, where will the ANC go? Is it towards the left, no matter how you think of that, or the right? I suppose all those discussions will certainly unfold in the coming days.